Hello everyone, I'm Hilary Chin. Thank you all so much for coming and watching my YouTube channel. Today I want to show you how to consolidate data from different workbooks or from different sheets in one folder. Okay, many times or sometimes when you work with data, there are different data that comes from different organizations or different locations. You would like to put them as one and analyze from a single sheet or from a single workbook. Please do well to subscribe, do well to like if you love this video. And also, we are always available to help you train your team on the ground practically on how to use these tools. If you're an organization, if you're a company, anywhere you are, health sector, finance, etc., we are here to train you. You can contact us using the link below, maybe through our WhatsApp group or through the contact or emails that you see below. Let's jump in. Let's talk about how to consolidate data in Excel. To consolidate your files and put them in one, remember that there are some formats and there are some criteria that you need to know. For instance, I want to put these three sheet here into one. I want to bring them into one file and analyze them. For instance, we have sheet A, workbook B, workbook C, okay? And one of the things you must know is that each workbook here has the same header, okay? And these are the criteria that you must follow if you want to bring all sheets together as one and consolidate. Let's say you have designed a tool, it might be 5W tool for any clusters or for any organization or any project, and you want to bring this data in by different organizations and merge them and start analyzing them very quick. This is what we are going to do. But the first criteria is make sure that all the different worksheet or workbooks, sorry, or the sheet, they have the same header. Okay, they must have the same header. So you have organization name well spelled here with the same formatting, organization type, and activities. That's the first thing you must note. The second thing is that all of them must have the same format in terms of column. So you have column A here right up to column G. Okay, and that is the same thing for organizations A and C. You start from column A right up to column G. So what I have done with organization A here, I have intentionally put an error here. That's why this cell is painted yellow. Okay, we have put an error here. What's the error? The error here that we have potential error there is that we have not added type. So we want to see how this will react when we start putting all our sheets together. Okay, so you have to take note of that. So remember, the formatting must be the same. Now, when that is done, you go now and then you close all this down. You close all of them down, okay? And then while you close all of them down, you remember that they are in this sheet, this folder called data. So this is the folder here, okay? And then you come here now, you open up a clean workbook because we want to consolidate all that in this workbook, okay? So you are going to open this and then this is empty now. You want to consolidate that into this workbook. Okay, remember that. So what you're going to do, come to data here, go to get data, go to form files, come right here and you go folder. Why? Because our three files or workbook are in a folder. Workbook A, B, C. Now, A stands for organization A, B stands for organization B, C stands for organization C, according to this video, okay? So it's taking a little bit long to load. So we want to bring all those three workbook, those data in one here. So I'll come here, I'll choose desktop, and then I'll come to data and I select and I click open. Now, once I click open, it will open up the data and I'll see the three workbook here. You have A, B, C in one folder. Remember that it is in one folder. You come under here, you have different options here. You have transform data, cancel, you have load. These are different of load to, and then here you have combine and transform data. Now you have combine and load. You just click combine and load. So because we want to combine all of them, you do that. When you do that, you give it some time, it takes you here. So here it says sample file. So by default, it gives me A. So you have workbook A, B, C. So all the different files are here. So we are going to start with A. We are going to preview A to see how it looks. So this is how it looks. And then I'll click this small skip files with error. You might have some little errors there. We'll just skip those small errors and then we click OK. So now I want to start with A. Remember that A, we have not put organization type. So let me first start with B because it's correct. We have it correct here. You see, so it depends on which one you want to bring in first. So let's bring B first because we have organization type here, which is correctly written. And then we click OK. Now, once we click OK, you see that we are bringing it now into this new workbook. Okay, so right here, we have brought the file here. It's going to be, you see, wow, it is in here. You see, we have brought it here and it is named data here. You see, so this is the file that we have brought in. That's the first file. The second file I want to bring in now is C. We'll simply come again to data, go to get data, go to file, go to that folder. It opens up the folder and we choose data and we click open. Once we click open, we come now to C and we choose, no, sorry, we come to combine and load and we click combine and load. So we want to bring the next data, okay, which is C. Perfect. So we will take C. Now we are going to preview C. You see that C is okay because everything is equal. The formatting is the same, spelling the same, everything, especially the header. We'll come here now and then we click skip some errors and then we click OK. Now it is going to come into this very workbook but in another sheet. So we have the first one is called data down here. Let's see what the second one will be called. Okay, the second one is called data 2. So this is what we have here. So see the second sheet has come on. Remember that sheet A had some error that we potentially put there to see how it will react. We'll come again, choose data, go to file, come to folder, and we click folder. We come again to that data file folder and we click, and then now we are going to choose A. So we'll come here and click combine and load, and now we are going to choose A. Then we see how it will react. So when we choose A, remember that here now we just have organization, not organization type. And then we'll come here and skip some errors and we click OK. Let's see how it will react now, guys. So here now, we are seeing now it will react with that error, okay? So it comes again, and now it gives us organization because we had selected that it should skip some errors, okay? But now again, if we double click, if we go back again here, right here, okay, we have data 2 and data 3, okay? Now append. Now we want to append. Let's see how it will react because we now have sheet C has organization type and sheet B, which is data, has organization type, but data 3, which is sheet A, has just organization. So now we want to append. So you choose any of the sheets here and you click inside. Once you click inside, you have table design and query will appear. So you click query. When you click query, you click append. So now you want to append, you want to bring them all together. We have 3 or more tables that we have. So one sheet represents a table. You click 3 or more because we have 3. Okay. And you come here, we already have data 2, which is down here. Now we also want to bring data. We'll choose that and we add. So it moves over here. We also have data 3. So we'll come and choose data 3 and then we add and it move over here. So we have now data 1, data 2, data 2. No, data 2, data 3. And then we click OK. Now we want to see how this append will react, okay? Especially given the fact that one of the sheets do not have any correction in terms of the header. It has some challenge in terms of the header. Okay, now see what happens, guys. Because data A, okay, sheet A, the organization here was wrongly spelled. Instead of type of organization, we just had organization. So you see that the data here has not been put correctly. Now we have null because it does not communicate properly with this particular column. So the data under here is null. Why? Because we had just organization, not organization type. So these are potential errors that you must take note when you are doing your form. Now again, it removes that instead of appending under this organization type, it took the organization for A and then instead brought it here and added a column here. And that column is still null because it is not communicating consistently with the other data. Okay, this is very, very important. It's like you are grouping girls and boys, and then instead of girls, girls and boys, boys, you have now girls, boys. So there's an inconsistency there. That's what is happening here. So now, in order to solve this problem, is simple. You just close your stuff, just discard your Power Query, okay? And then you can come here now to A, to sheet A, which is sheet A. You right click, you delete. Okay, this is what I'll do. I'll delete, and then I will go back now to my sheet. This is really a lot of work to be done. You go now to sheet A, you see, and then while you are there, you come here now and put organization type. You see, that is it, and then you save. You save, and then you come again. You try to check to see if you have spelled that type well. Okay, the type is correctly spelled, and then you put that down, and then you come again here, come to get data, come to folder, like come to that data again, you click very quick, and then now you go back and then you select, properly select, can load, and then you go now and select that um 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 that sheet A. So this is a sheet A. Now we have organization type. Wow, correctly spelled. So we'll say skip 5 errors. You see, you can skip that error at this level, but you will not miss it when you are appending, when you are bringing the files together. So now what we are going to do is perfect. It is here now. Okay. So we now have, in terms of A, we have organization type. In terms of C, we have organization type. In terms of C, or B, sorry, we have organization type. So now if you click in any of the data, go to Power Query now, and then go to append, you see that it's going to do us good now. Now, if I click this, I first get no, well, data is already there. We get data 2 down here, we add, and then we get data 3, no, data 4, sorry, is now data 4, and then we add, because we have changed. Remember, this data 3 had errors for A. Now we deleted, so it still has the name in our system. So now we have changed and we have brought in data 4, which is the corrected A. So we click OK now. So now you see that we will not have any of those errors again. You see now our data is smooth. Now you have no other column here. Everything is smooth. And here you have the source name. You can decide to delete the source name. I think we are now in the Power Query. So now we can begin to do a lot of changes in the Power Query. But today I just wanted to show you some of the tricks that you can put in place in order to fix your data in Power Query. So in Power Query here, there are some tricks that I can still show you. Let's say you want to analyze this data and you want to have total boys plus total girls, maybe total children. There's a way you can just come and add column. You just go up here, choose add column, and you choose custom column. Now, once you choose custom column, you see that it appears here, and you just come here, it's easy, and you see total children. Okay, so right here now you write a simple formula, very simple formula, guys. Remember that you want to plus them. Okay, so I'll come and choose my boy here, and I'll click insert. So insert that for me. You see the codes have already been designed for me. I just need to choose boys, and I click insert, and I click shift plus, and I choose girl, and I insert again. So it says girls plus boys. Okay, and it says no syntax error have been detected, so it's very okay, and I click OK. Now, once I click OK, now it brings me a new column here, total children. So this is a column here that I've created. So now this column has a challenge. It has both text and numbers. So we want it to just go by numbers. So I'm going to click here. You see, this one is number because we are dealing with numbers. So it has just numbers. This one is numbers because we are dealing with numbers. Okay. So what I'll do is I can just come here and click under here, and I go to whole numbers and I click. So it just changes to whole numbers, you see, because if I allow it like this, in the course of analyzing, I'm going to have problems. Okay. So that is the column that we have designed. Again, I can say, okay, I want to have total adult. It will be the same thing. I just come to custom column here, and then I say total adult. Okay, and I come here. Now we are dealing with adult male. And then I insert, I choose and I insert and I say shift plus. Okay, sorry, shift plus, and I choose adult female and I insert. You see it goes there and it says no syntax error have been detected, and I click OK. Now when I click OK, I still have a new column here, and I click on this aspect, on this item here, and I click whole numbers. I just want it to be whole numbers because we are dealing with numbers, right? And that is it. And I can still come here if I want to change maybe a column. I can come to transform, or I go to home, and then I come to choose columns, and I click choose columns, and then it shows me all my column here. Let's say these columns were thousands of them or hundreds. Sometimes we work with a lot of columns and want to quickly choose some columns that we want to work with. Okay, we'll come here and we choose very quick. Maybe I don't want to get, since I already have total children, total adult, maybe I don't want to get total boys again. Maybe I want to remove all these and just be left with this. I'll just click OK. And then this is it. I have it in my data here. I just have total children and I have total adult, and I can be analyzing per activities or per organization or per organization name. Okay. And then again, I can still come here and I want to move to column, and I will just click here and I go to column and I click. So I want to go to activities. I'll click activities and I click OK. So it brings me to activity. Maybe there's a column that is hidden right far, maybe it's long. I'll just come here and say, okay, I want to go to that column very quick. I'll just click here and I say, I want to go to total children, and I click, bam, and it takes me to total children. So there are a lot of things that we can do here. Okay, there are just a lot of things that we can do here. I can still come here, let's say I want to replace this wash with some other value, and I right click and I come to replace values. These are common each things that you are going to be using. And I want it to value to find wash and replace it with water. For instance, this is just an example, okay? You see now, then I click OK. So it comes and find all this wash here and replaces it with water. I don't think that changes has been made. We'll do it again. Replace values, find wash, replace it with water. And I click OK. Okay, you see, so it has replaced it. That's it. Wash has been replaced with water. And if you want to undo everything that you have done here, we have done, you just come here and you replace, you delete. Once I delete, it goes back to wash. Once I delete, you see, it go back to remove columns. You see, I just delete, I just delete, I just delete. So these are some of the tricks that you can use to analyze your data. If I want to go back now, I can just say close and load. I just close and load. And once I close and load, it gives me now the appended option. So this is the appended option here. So I have sheet A, sheet C, sheet B, and then I have the appended. All the sheets have been appended here. So I can bring this now to Power BI, bring it anywhere, and I start visualizing or start analyzing, even here using pivot tables, right? I can still come here, click in the middle here, click insert, go to my pivot table here, and I choose my pivot table, and I see I start analyzing. I can just say, okay, I want to know the total boys, since I created new columns, right? Total children per activities, right? So that's it. So we have education, we have this amount of children, protection, we have this amount of children watch, and we can still visualize it if we want. We can still come here, put some pie chart, right? And pie chart gives us, and we right click and then we bring some levels in and we see how this works. So these are levels that we have brought in. We can still make them bigger, and then we just give them some colors, and it makes your life very easy, guys. This is so good. I'm not good with colors, and that's it. We can do a whole lot. We can do a whole lot, guys. So thank you so much for this video, and stay blessed.